watch my YouTube channel, you've probably noticed that I have not posted in over a month. I'm the worst. But let me tell you, this summer has been less than ideal for me. Awful. A pretty good description of myself this whole summer would be this. Ice pack because my head gets hot. Pretty much. So yes, I have been so sick all summer. It all started in college, which is crazy. So about 6 months ago, I started having acid reflux, you know, just some not good stuff up in your stomach. Not fun. Just, you know, eating things that probably shouldn't eat before running or before bed or something. It would just make my stomach hurt. I would have burning up my throat. So I was like, oh, well, I'll go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor in college. They said, okay, you have acid reflux. We're going to give you medicine. Out to the clinic I went. I was fine. So at that point, I was in season from January to May with track, so I just didn't really think anything of it. I just kind of lived with it, you know, did my best to avoid it, did my best to just eat things that didn't cause it, and yeah, so that's just what I did. But for some reason, the second I came home from college in May, this was around May 10th, I swear, it was like that day, something switched, and I mean, just terrible. I started having the acid reflux like all up in my throat. It would give me chest pain. My stomach would hurt. It would bloat. My stomach looked like I was like freaking 3 months pregnant, and I was just like burping like a lot, like just not good things. Everything wrong that can go in that area, not good. So I ended up going to the doctor, and I was like, yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, my stomach hurts, I haven't been really able to eat. And so they're like, oh, we know what's wrong with you. And I was like, great. So instantly, gallbladder, that's the problem. So doctor orders an ultrasound, and I go in and they take an ultrasound of my stomach, which cost my dad $800 and something. We have the ultrasound, the results come back, nothing. Absolutely nothing's wrong. That makes zero sense. So I get a call from the doctor, right? Hey, your results came in, nothing was abnormal, so have a good day. Nothing, literally nothing. Okay, doctor, so there's nothing wrong with my gallbladder. That doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong, okay? Oh, I've been so heated. Literally, they just sent me on my merry way. I don't know why I'm holding this. I'm so mad I'm holding something. Okay. I was so mad because I was still in pain. I didn't know what it was, but I still was hurting. So for a week, I tried to like shut it out, you know? I went to the beach with my boyfriend. Like I was just calm. Like I was like, it'll be fine. I got sick a few times at the beach. It was not fun. And then came back and I was like, gotta go back to the doctor. So I went back to the doctor, and this time I saw the doctor that I usually see, because last time I didn't see the normal one because she was busy. But this time, my doctor that I love to death, she decided that she wanted to test me for a bacteria called H. pylori, which causes a lot of the symptoms that I have. And this bacteria is it's an infection in your stomach, causes an infection. It basically eats at the inner lining of your stomach and causes ulcers, so little holes in your stomach, burns, just not good. Not good news. So, yeah. So she tested me for that and some other things as well. What was it? Just like different vitamins that are wrong in my body, you know, whatever. So I took that and I went home, and she had given me some like medicine. I started taking that, and then I get a call a couple days later, and it was from a nurse, and she was like, yeah, your doctor needs to see you. Your test came back positive. And then I was just like, for what? And she was like, oh, H. pylori. And I was like, so what does that mean? And she was like, well, your doctor's gonna have to tell you. And I was like, okay. So of course I Googled it. And guess what? Found out I was dying. So that's exciting news. I kid you not though, I literally like was convinced that I had the worst case of it. H. pylori does cause all the symptoms that I have. Came back positive for it, which was, you know, it was nice to know it was wrong, but boy, when I thought all hell was over, it's just not. So I go back into the doctor after she told me the results, and she's like, all right, so to treat it, she's like, it's bad. And I was like, what do you mean bad? She was like, well, it's rough. And I'm like, okay, it's rough. And she was like, no, it's rough. And I was just, okay, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but okay. And so apparently these antibiotics do not treat people well. And I mean, boy, do they not. I was kind of blew it off, you know, whatever. I probably will feel a little gross for a few days, given it's a 14-day antibiotic. That's 2 weeks of my whole summer. Let me just show you. I was on these medicines right here for 14 days. Actually, you know, I can't even say that because I wasn't. These pills caused so much hell for me. I laid in my bed for a week and a half, dying. I'm talking nauseous. I thought I was gonna throw up at all times. My jaw would lock. I was just sick to my stomach. I had bloating. I kept burping. That it leaves the worst taste in your mouth you have ever tasted, and it doesn't go away. It's like a dry mouth, but you taste chlorine still, and like it's just so gross. And I literally was dying because of that. And when you eat, you feel nauseous. Like I threw up every night at dinner. Dinner for some reason was just not my time of day because I would throw up my dinner. And overall, I just felt awful. I cried so much. Like it was like a bad birth control, it felt like, because my heart would start beating so fast, and then I would start crying, and then I would get hot, and I would start sweating, and then it would just like, that would be the end of it. I would just be losing my crap, okay? I would like call like Ty, or like I would get my dad in the room, and I would just be bawling my eyes out for no reason, and everyone was just like, no one didn't know what to do with me. So it was rough. I made it to day 8, and I ended up calling my aunt, who is a doctor, and I was just like crying. I was like telling her how much pain I was in. Like I told her I literally would rather die than have to live with this, and she was just like, yeah, you should not feel that way. And she was like, you need to get off those. And so I was gonna get off of them right then, because like I was like, this is bad. I can't do this anymore. But I decided that if I had suffered this long only for them to tell me I have to go back onto the antibiotics, I would die. So I sucked it up, and I ended up making it 2 more days with the antibiotics. I made it to day 10, which is when I went and saw my gastro doctor that morning, and she said, yeah, you don't have to take these anymore. Hopefully it killed the bacteria, but we're gonna need to do an endoscopy. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, yeah, she's like, we're gonna have to do one of those and test you for ulcers, bacteria, tumors, stuff like that. So she took me off the medicine, and then this was Monday. So I actually ended up seeing her Monday, and she took me off the medicine, and then she scheduled me for endoscopy today, like the next day. So I actually went in this morning to have my endoscopy. And I'll just go ahead and insert some clips to show you how that went. But before I do that, it's basically they put you to sleep, and they run a line with a camera at the end down your esophagus and into your stomach, and they view your stomach, and then they view like the upper part of your small intestine, but they don't go all the way into it. It's more like just like the entrance of it. And so they really just get pictures and a good look at it to make sure like there's no abnormalities, anything like that. So with that being said, I will insert my day into this, and forgive me, I couldn't video my going under anything like that, just because they wouldn't let my parents back there, which was dumb. So I was there videoing by myself, and I was in a room with people, and I literally couldn't speak loud, but I tried. So it's not a lot, but we'll just show you that. just finished at the hospital.
What's up?
So that was fun. I literally don't remember a thing, which is hilarious. But yeah, everything is good. I couldn't video anything in there because I didn't have my phone. But that's okay. Because this man waited in the waiting room for 3 hours because it took them so long to get me back. That's okay.
It was 12 degrees.
Yeah, it was cold. I woke up from the anesthesia like shaking, so that was fun. Dad said whoever gets put under gets to choose where to eat, so ha. Because the endoscopy, whatever it's called, it doesn't heal you, it just diagnoses you, so I don't know it's wrong until a couple weeks from now, but I want to show you guys one of the reasons why I had to go get my stomach checked out. I know this is weird, but you're gonna have to listen. That is my stomach, and it's not supposed to make that noise. It hurts, and it makes me like nauseous and have acid reflux. So, I mean, I've already taken the antibiotics at this point to kill the H. pylori. So obviously this is not just the H. pylori. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So basically I have my endoscopy done now. My hand is like dying from where the IV was in. I don't know if you can see it, but it is bruised, especially like on my knuckle. That part sucked really bad, and I could like feel the cold from the IV running in. I've not had an IV or been put to sleep since like I was in like 2nd grade, so I don't remember like how that stuff felt, and it was just the weirdest thing. And they actually gave me the pictures of my stomach, so I'm gonna show you guys because it's kind of wild. This is my stomach. Okay, so this is my duodenum or whatever that's called. This is the top of my stomach. This is my esophagus, and this is the bottom part of my stomach. All of these she said were fine. This is the one picture that she's a little questionable about. I didn't have any ulcers, which kind of shocked the crap out of me because H. pylori is like the #1 cause for ulcers, and that was the symptoms I was having. It's not that. So that's why in the endoscopy, they took the pictures, and then she ended up having to scrape the inner lining of my stomach on the bottom where it was like really red and irritated. It's got like little red dots, you know, it looks irritated. So she scraped some of that off, and they're gonna biopsy it. So they're gonna go in, check all the cells, see if they're abnormal or anything like that. And that's where I'm left with it. I don't really know what's wrong still. I was really sick when I came home today. I actually feel pretty normal right now, which is shocking, but I did just kind of eat like recent, so it won't hit me until like an hour from now. But hopefully I feel better than normal. I am off that medicine, so thank God I don't have to deal with that anymore. I think I can really handle about anything. But as far as running goes right now for me, I have not been able to summer train. That's a talk for another video. My odds for cross-country season are getting slimmer and slimmer, and it really sucks, but I've talked to my trainer, who is just really, really sweet, and she just told me, you know, your health comes first, and then we can talk and discuss your training. And I was like, makes sense. So doing my best, and I just hope that I can get to feeling better. I will probably make another video and update you guys on what the doctor found, what they ended up doing, seeing if that, honest to God, just if that bacteria is dead. That's what we really are concerned about, because we need that bacteria out of my stomach, because it might just be irritated from the bacteria still, which would suck because I would have to get treated again for it. So I will keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about H. pylori, feel free to like comment or message me, because let me tell you, it's not fun. But while it's not fun, it is worth getting treated, because you don't want to live with it. It can cause a lot of things to go wrong later in life. So if you think that you have H. pylori, I would definitely consult your doctor about it. And if you have any questions, like I said, just ask me. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah.